G'day guys, Dilly Dog here. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. So guys, in today's video we'll be taking a look at two different topics for today's video. So firstly we'll be taking a look at a possible way that Respawn will bring back Skulltown. And secondly, we'll take a look at an upcoming buff for Pathfinder. So guys, before we get into all that, I'd like to remind you guys to quickly click the subscribe button with the notification bell turned on, as I post 2 to 3 videos a week covering rumours, leaks and information covering Apex Legends. But anyway guys, let's get into it. So guys, let's first of all talk about Skulltown. So I'm sure everyone knows that Skulltown was everyone's favourite place to drop in Kings Canyon from launch all the way to Season 4. But when we got the release of Season 5 and Loba, Skulltown sunk to the earth and up came Salvage. But most recently with the September soiree, everyone jumped into Kings Canyon after dark and was met with so much love for Skulltown that everyone just started jumping in. First drop, straight to Skulltown, including myself. This brings me to a recent interview that design director Jason McCorn had with Gamma Sutra, which is a gaming website. So guys, if you want to read the full interview, I'll leave it in the description below, but I will just be showing the highlighted points that I found quite interesting. So firstly, if you read through here about why Respawn decided to get rid of Skulltown on Kings Canyon, we see here it says, the interviewer asks, despite its popularity, Skulltown sank into the ocean with Loba's arrival in Season 5. Can you walk through the decision to replace it with another site? So Jason comes in and says, when discussing how we want to update Kings Canyon in Season 5, anything we could think of felt overshadowed by Skulltown. It's such a popular drop, would anyone even care if we added all these other locations? We were sitting around brainstorming map ideas and Skulltown's existence was hindering creativity. That's a cool idea, but it's too close to Skulltown, or that sounds cool, but why wouldn't I just drop Skull? At some point, I proposed, okay, pretend Skulltown is gone. I fell into the ocean, now what do you do? After everyone finished laughing me out of the room, the ideas started flowing. The excitement was high. Skulltown had become sacred in the worst way. So it felt exciting and liberating to remove it from the equation so designers could be more creative. Map changes usually drive a lot of the season's theme and story beats. Because maps need to be started so early, by the time the writing team looked towards Season 5, we were pretty committed to deleting Skulltown. A few more fun brainstorm sessions later, and the Loba story started to take shape. So the interviewer asks Jason again, once Kings Canyon at Night was added to the September special mode playlist, every game I was filled with colourful starbursts of players diving into Skulltown. Did you anticipate this kind of attention for the site in this mode at all? Does this overfocus on Skulltown have an impact on the Apex game as a whole? So Jason says, honestly, I hadn't even thought about the fact that players would be excited to visit Skulltown again. I also experienced the hot drops when the mode went live and sort of slapped myself that I hadn't thought to push some marketing suggestions for return to Skulltown. What I take away from the whole experience is that Skulltown feels like, to some people, their favourite deathmatch map in one of their favourite games. The YouTube videos of people reminiscing the good old days were inspiring. I want to think about ways to allow people to experience the location again in a way that is more healthy for the game overall. I have no idea what that means, but I'll be thinking on it. So Jason McCord does basically say that they forgot about Skulltown and how much people actually missed it, but also the fact that he would love to bring it back, but in a healthy way for the overall game. Now there is some talk that the train LTM from the Christmas event back in Season 3 could return, or even some sort of Team Deathmatch LTM. I mean, could you imagine how fun it would be for an LTM or just Team Deathmatch in Apex? That would just be awesome. Just having 4 or 5 different maps for this LTM would be really cool, and I think the whole community would really enjoy it. So guys, let's get into the news now. The Pathfinder will be receiving a buff very soon. So the story of how this information came to the service is actually quite funny. So a person on Twitter made a fake account of Josh Medina, who is a person who works on Apex Legends. And as Jason does after every patch, puts out a tweet thanking the community and updating us on what we can expect with the latest patch. So this fake account writes the Pathfinder will be receiving a reduced cooldown to his grapple from 35 seconds to 25 seconds, and the Pathfinder loses his low profile ability. Then this guy also added that if Pathfinder scans a survey beacon, it will reduce your teammates' ultimates by 10 seconds. So on first glance, you would assume this is real, and a lot of Pathfinder maintainers would be chanting from the rooftops about how great this buff would be for Pathfinder. However, this fake account was called out by the actual Josh Medina. Luckily, he did take it pretty well by posting a gif of Will Smith saying that's some funny shit. This is where it gets interesting. So Deltouche replies to the real Josh Medina by saying these buffs from the fake account do make some pretty good points, which then Josh replies with, what all Pathfinder mains would all be waiting to hear, and the fact that he's going to be receiving some love soon. But when can we just expect this buff? Now, if I had to guess, I would say it would be coming with the October 13 patch, where we can expect the aftermarket event and crossplay. Now, what do I think could be a good buff for Pathfinder? Well, I think the fake Josh Medina did make some pretty good points about buffs for Pathfinder, but I do think he needs a new passive ability, because all Recon Legends now can scan survey beacons. So if I had the choice, I would say that Pathfinder should be able to heal on zip lines. But I'm actually not a Pathfinder main, so what do you guys think is an appropriate buff for Pathfinder? Maybe leave a comment down below of what your thoughts are for a good buff for Pathfinder. So guys, that's all the information we have in this video today. Now guys, for the rest of this video will just be some decent triple take gameplay. So guys, before I go, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and also subscribe to the channel with the notification bell turned on, as I post 2 to 3 videos a week covering leaks, rumours and information about Apex Legends. Anyway guys, Dilly Dog will catch you all later. I can't come around you dude, sorry. It's a bloodhound again. They're pushing now. Oh, that guy's flash. Oh, I downed him.
Reloading.
There you go. Got one. Oh no, just come through the portal, come through the portal. Try and get to the portal if you can, guys. Down the left.
The probability of victory, right?
I'll let you do it, I'll res you.
Have to wait.
This guy coming across here. Ah, I bloody missed him. Try and get up on this rock here. We got a good high ground actually. We'll gas it up. Yeah, they're hiding behind these crates here. One in. Throw my gas in. Oh shit. They're in my gas.
Gas cloud deployed. Is clear.
I can't see shit from my own gas.
Adding another gas trap.
We have to wait for them to fight really and just hope that we can third party.
I need shields. 1 minute. Firing on subject. Scanning the area.
Oh, good scan, good scan. They're both very low over there.
Reloading.
Ooh, they scan now.
Gas deployed. The ring isn't very far. 45 seconds remain before closure.
On the left, on the left.
Healing my wounds.
Oh god, the frag. Good scan. He's getting up. Right, getting up. Got her. Down. Out of hill.
Administering medical aid.
I think there's just one left. I think I only saw 2. I think it's a bloodhound. Well, yeah, it's definitely a bloodhound. Scan again. Yep. Cheers, dude. Taking.
10 seconds.
Oh, got him in the head. Let's go. Oh, dirty triple take. I didn't even have any shields. They just had hit me once in the head and I was dead, man. Nice job, dude. GG. Good game.